I'm certainly not opposed to keeping it in-house with Durante Jones, letting him carry the torch, everything he learned from Flores these 2 years. If they do go external, if they do go outside, I wouldn't mind any one of Patrick Graham from the Raiders, Robert Saleh, Lou Anarumo from the Bengals, unless he retires, he's getting up there in age. But any one of those guys I'd be fine with just on the surface without doing a ton of deep dive. That's just sitting right there right now 3 days after the season ended, just quickly scanning through the guys of potential, defensive coordinators who could be available. Arif staying or going, Brian Flores, and top 2 or 3 options if he does leave.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think that Brian Flores is going to stay. I think that owners are hesitant about the guy. I'm kind of surprised he even got interviews. He has 3 interviews. Like that was mentioned on the previous show, those interviews are part of teams that are casting a really wide net in their search. So I don't know. But, if he does go, right, if he ends up being a head coach somewhere, which would frankly be awesome, for him. And just I just like the idea that he learned from his mistakes and maybe he's a good head coach post Miami and stuff like that. That'd be awesome.
Story arc. Yeah. Good arc there.
I think that argument can be made for sure. And he probably will in those interviews.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. But, should that happen, I think the Vikings stay internal with Durante Jones. I think that Jones has learned a lot from a lot of different defenses. And so that's valuable. It sounds like the Vikings value him a lot internally based off of kind of the way that the discussions around him have cropped up. So I'm kind of excited about that. Other than that, I'm kind of at a loss for like who would be kind of an interesting candidate outside of the building. You mentioned Lou Anarumo. I definitely want to explore that. I'd kind of want to take a look at whoever the Chiefs defensive backs coach is, because I mean, obviously the Chiefs have not been outstanding this season defensively. Although again, like what's going on with the Chiefs, but they've had a couple of injuries at the back end. But I mean, Spagnuolo has been incredible, and I feel like there's a pretty good chance that someone's probably learned a fair amount from him. And just kind of taking a look at the defensive backs, defensive line coaches around the league.
Merritt. That's the defensive backs coach.
Okay. So hopefully he's a good person. So
28th season in the NFL, including his playing career and his 6th season as D-backs coach in KC. So there's a lot of success stories in that.
Yeah, for sure. I also saw Jim Leonard on somebody's list.
Jim
Broncos
Leonard.
Defense.
I like
defensive
that.
pass game coordinator as well. So some options, right? Some options to at least if Flores does leave, sleep a little bit easier at night. It's going to sting though for me, man, if he does leave, which again, I don't think he is, but still on the table for sure.